Shh! This is a secret and I don't want you to tell anyone, so I'm gonna post it on YouTube privately as a secret from a scrapyard so you can make more money. Let's get right into it, scrappers. Now here you are, always looking to make more money, and we have 3 examples of things that you should look for when you're trying to make more money. Now, of course, you have your brass faucets, but there are things that you want to be able to look out for. And if you see here, I have one of my most trusty and handy tools, a file. Now, here we have 3 different sinks, and let's take this first one and let's just tap it. When you tap it, it doesn't sound very good, and when you look inside, it doesn't have any metal here. It's all plastic other than this small stainless steel screw. So let's scratch it. When you scratch it, well, not only is it not metal, it's plastic. So it's not brass, it's not aluminum, it's not die cast. All you have here is a piece of plastic. So if your scrapyard starts telling you to sort your different faucets, here's a perfect example why. Now let's go to another faucet. This faucet has a couple of pieces of copper on the end of it. These are definitely items that you want to be able to bend together, take as many pieces out of the way, and cut those as close as you can. You might even be able to get away with this as a number 1 tubing because it would have water in it. Now, similar to this, there's a head, but let's scratch this. Ooh, right off the bat, you can hear the noise. Just listen. This is much louder because it was plastic. This, when you scratch it, you can feel it's hard. And when you look at it, there's a yellowish red color, which shows that it's brass. So this is going to go as a nice piece of yellow brass. Even though there's some small attachments on it, like plastic, if you really want to clean this up, 3 screws, you can pop this off. But by knowing that the head is brass, you're immediately going to get a yellow brass price. But we definitely recommend cutting off these pieces of copper to make more money. Here's another example of another faucet, and we see a couple of pieces of plastic on the bottom. We recommend taking these off because if you have them mixed in with your yellow brass, the scrapyard's going to look at this and they're going to start to look for other problems that they could possibly have. Now when you have the clean brass here, right off the bat, let's go right back to the file method and let's file away to see what we have. Now this has a white color to it, which makes it out of die cast and is not brass. So what does that mean when you're scrapping? Well, you have your handles. These are generally brass, and it proves to be correct today. The handle is brass on both sides, but this head is a die cast and is worth less money. So when you throw this into your brass pile, you might end up getting downgraded because you don't actually have a clean piece of brass, but you have a piece of steel connected to a piece of die cast and a couple of other pieces of brass. And when you look at all these things together, you're going to look and say, well, how's my scrapyard going to buy these? That's where you want to be able to work with your scrapyard to learn new different items that they're sorting and separating and looking out for so you can continue to make more money. Now don't forget, shh, this is a scrapyard secret.